Oh my goodness, what is happening? We are live. It is your pal Hal right here on Backchannel. Happy 23rd of December. It's 11:02 right here in the home office, my office on the West Coast, Southern California. 2:02 on the East Coast. We're going to go right up to the 4 o'clock hour on the East Coast. We're going to be doing it till 1 o'clock on the West Coast, and we're going to be doing it till 3 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska. Folks, I hope your holiday season is shaping up to be everything you want it to be. Did you get your Christmas wishes into Santa? Still got a little time. You know, I don't know how you communicate with him. Do you go sit on his lap at the mall? Do you email him? Do you just go out and scream into the night sky? I mean, the guy's watching. You know, he knows when you're naughty. He knows when you're nice. He's like dude has got his Santa Claus peepers on you. So hopefully you get your Christmas wish out to him. Rob Schaefer's with us. Thank you for always hopping on board. Rob, appreciate having you here. Rob Schaefer, Omaha, Nebraska. And, if you're find yourself in the greater Omaha, Nebraska area, and you find yourself either with a little bit of potential illegal situation or something contractual that you have to get ironed out, or personal injury, you could do no better than taking on the services of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Hell yeah.
I appreciate the long lead up on that.
You got it, Travis. You got it. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's Travis Reeves, our producer, the best Chiron man in the biz, or at least top five for sure. Folks, glad to have you here as we lead up to Christmas. And this is going to be a fun show. We're going to have, don't worry. Don't you worry. Like, slow down. Don't worry. There's going to be a lot of Christmas stuff today. All right. We're going to address the holidays for sure. I love it. And there's going to be a little bit of Toyotathon and a little bit of Happy Honda Days. Okay. Because I want all religions to be included. And we're going to talk pop culture. We're going to talk some movies. I watched the new Matrix movie. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that later on in the show. We're going to talk about the season. There's going to be some comedy. There's going to be some shenanigans. I'll say it now. We have a special guest, very big celebrity, joining us later, and going to give some thoughts about Santa Claus. And it's just going to be, one heck of a good time. Like, unbelievable. Like, it's going to be like, what? Like, are we really having this much fun? Yeah. It's going to be like, oh, crap, pinch me. Is it Christmas morning already? You know what? Every morning is Christmas morning when you're hanging out with your pal Hal. Your Pal Hal show, live on Backchannel. And I would love for you to communicate, for you to be a part of the shenanigans that we've got going on right here. And you can do that by talking to your smart device. Get your smart device's attention and use the magic word say. And then you can say anything after that. Smart device, say, I got a lump of coal in my stocking. Smart device, say, Santa Claus, please bring me a hoverboard. Smart device, say, I am hungover from a holiday party. Or you can communicate with us on YouTube. And please go to backchannel.tv and leave a review of your Pal Hal show. And while you're there, you can leave a review for your other favorite Backchannel hosts, Anthony Davis, Live Every Day, and all of the other great shows that we have keeping you company throughout the day, whether you're working from home, whether you're playing from home, whether you're playing hooky, whether you're eating cookies, whether you're getting some nookie, whether you're um, talking to your placing a bet with your bookie. uh, you know what? Your pal Hal, find time to rhyme always. And you know what? Couldn't do this show without our friend and super producer Travis. Travis Reeves. What's happening, Travis? So I don't know if we've talked about this. I mean, we'll probably talk a little more about it tomorrow, what you got going on for the weekend. But tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yes.
By the way, during the show tomorrow, we'll make it extra Christmassy. Maybe I'll wear a Christmas hat. And I was thinking about drinking some eggnog during the show tomorrow.
How?
What do you think?
Those all sound like great ideas, except there's one problem.
Yes.
We don't have a show tomorrow.
Oh, we don't have a show on the 24th?
No, the 24th. That's as we all know, that's a U.S. holiday when
no, but you
when
said
Christmas is on Saturday.
No, but you said okay. This is all happening in real time.
This is real time.
You are getting this in real time. Oh, and also my microphone cable is hooked into the wheel of my chair. Travis, it's all happening right now.
Everything's coming apart. This is it?
Yes.
This is the end?
All right. So Travis.
Yes.
I remember we talked about this, and I thought we said that we had shows, like we didn't have shows on Christmas, but then I saw Christmas falls on a Saturday.
Right.
And then also, so is today our Christmas show?
Today's our Christmas show, baby.
Should I run down and get the eggnog right now?
Oh God, if that's, yeah, no, I can kill time. If you got reindeers, you got eggnog, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
To be honest, I was unsure myself, and I had to dig up the email from Lord knows when from Powers on High saying, "Oh yeah, Christmas is on Saturday, so you don't have to do one on Friday." I was like, "Oh."
What? Oh, and when did that email come?
Oh boy, that was way back in the days of your November 11th.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then let me ask you this. So we do have a show. You said, "Oh, it's a national holiday," but we do have a show on New Year's Day, January 1st.
That's correct. I'm reading this back. So obviously, like we did the day after Thanksgiving,
Right.
which is it's notated in this thing, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, as of now,
Yes.
we are on. We will be here to carry you through, to get way early prep for your party or way late comfort for your hangover.
Gotcha. What about the comfort for my hangover, Travis?
Look, if you like, we could do 2 hours, me and Vonnegut.
2 hours of Vonnegut?
Yeah, you can just you take a nap.
Listen, I'm going to power through, regardless of what. I don't know how much I will be drinking on New Year's Eve. I mean, I'm not going to go to any ragers, I don't think.
I'm going to be at a wedding.
So, a wedding where?
Up in my hometown in the Bay Area, one of my old roommates and best friends decided to co-opt everybody's New Year's Eve and get married.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This just in from our friend Rob Schaefer. Tomorrow is a federal and state holiday, so just some free legal advice. If you get arrested tonight, you aren't getting out on bond until Monday. Wow. You know what? I am going to put a pin in all of the crimes that I was going to commit. And I might hold off because I don't want to be in the lockup overnight for 4 days. I don't know why I went Italian on that. A rough Italian accent there. That was very Jared Leto in House of Gucci / Super Mario. But I am an eighth Italian, so I'm allowed. Isn't that right, Travis? Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah, it's good to know that when the heat is on, what parts of us come to the surface.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So this is official. We're not, you know what? I'm just going to show up tomorrow.
All right.
I'm just going to be here. And it might not end up on the air. But I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna do a tight 2 hours tomorrow.
I'll set
I'm gonna
it.
do it. I'm gonna do a tight two. A tight two. I'm gonna do some dumb news.
All right.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some reviews of some old movies,
Okay.
and I'll read. I'll read from the Twitter account of Gwen Stefani.
Sounds good. So tomorrow our rejected segment is going to be the entire show.
Pretty much. Pretty
Right on.
much. Travis, I'm glad I brought that up because I honestly would have been here tomorrow to do that.
I was gonna.
I have one more. I'm gonna adjust the line up here because I have one more Christmas segment that I'm gonna do then.
Oh yeah, scramble. We'll do it live. Yeah, I was going to follow up after, but I forgot before we got on, and then as we were going on, it's like, ooh, I should check that email, and here we are.
Gotcha. Good man. Good man. All right. Doing it in real time. F it, we'll do it live, to quote the disgraced Bill O'Reilly, the disgusting.
What a parting gift.
Bill O'Reilly. Great. Travis, so let me ask you back to, I had a question for you before we got sidetracked with the logistics of our show. What are you doing for Christmas?
I will be home. We are.
When you say home, are you talking about your home here in Los Angeles, or home where the family resides?
Very good question. I will be here in Los Angeles. We're hunkering down. We're all terrified to go outside, so we're gonna lock it up from now until after Christmas.
Lock it up.
Lock it up. Because I gotta go to a wedding, and then I gotta go to see some grandparents, and I'm not trying to bring a plague with me.
Yeah, there you go. Good man, Travis.
Yeah.
Travis Reeves, caring about the elders. Travis Reeves.
I don't need that blood on my hands.
No one needs blood on their hands unless you're a surgeon performing a life-saving surgery, like the good surgeons who operated on my mother.
That's right. How's she doing? Recovering well?
Metza. You know what? She's got a great attitude. Not completely out of the woods, but she's going through it. Are you familiar with the? I'm not a super religious person, but are you familiar with the story of Job?
Yes.
Yeah. So Job had one hell of a year, apparently, as the story goes. Again, This is neither an endorsement nor a condemnment of any, religion, but just I know the Job story, in as much as like Job was like just given all this crap from God, and like Job, like his fields went fallow. I think like his wife cheated on him with her personal trainer. His I think his kid got a face tattoo or something.
Yeah.
Like everything that could go wrong for Job went wrong, and. I think his like he bought a certified pre-owned car, and then he drove it off the lot, and turned out to be a lemon.
And he was in a non-lemon law state.
Yeah, he didn't check the Carfax.
Yeah.
So Job went through it, and then God was just testing him. It was his year of getting tested or whatever.
Yeah.
And by the way, I paraphrased that story. I don't know if those were I think those were the actual.
No, that's it.
From the book. What was the book? What was the book?
I don't think it was his. I'm trying to think if it was his book or not.
No. What was the big? What was the book? What book is that in?
Oh, the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible. That book. If anyone's heard of it, and
or the screenplay of the Coen brothers film A Serious Man.
Yes. Oh my God! It is like LAX is in full effect today. I'm hearing nothing. I've been hearing airplanes the entire time, or maybe it was earlier when I stepped away, like before we went live. But Travis lives in the shadow of LAX, and
I think
those 747s.
This rain has got people taking the long way around.
Take the long way home. So my mom has had a Job-like year. Sorry to hear it. She broke her foot, couldn't be on it for a couple of months, had to have a big foot surgery, and basically boils down to God punishing Job because he had a bet with the devil. Because God had a bet with the devil. Wow.
That's right.
Rob, thank you for coming in with the Job with the Job knowledge. But it's true. Is it true, Rob? Job's wife cheated on him with her Pilates instructor or a personal trainer? Let me know. But anyway, my mom broken foot, and then she had to have some gastrointestinal surgery this year. And it's been a rough go, but she's a trooper, and her like I feel like I'm learning from her, just as far as her attitude and perspective as she's going through this, and she's got some wisdom on her end, and I just wishing her the best. She's gonna be in the hospital for Christmas. Nobody wants that, even if you're a Jew. Sending shout outs to my mom, Deborah Rudnick, wishing her all the best. And so, oh, her colonic guy, yikes. Yeah, they needed it back then. They didn't know, they didn't have as much information about fiber. And the diet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She apparently Job's wife, big diet of like cheese, too much cheese. It stops you up. Anyway, Travis, glad you are going to be hunkered down for the holiday. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going over to a friend's house and going to spend the day watching the NBA, because Thanksgiving belongs to the NFL. Christmas belongs to the NBA. Isn't that right, Travis?
Yep, the NBA and the sea of unknowns and replacements that they'll have playing on Christmas Day.
Yeah, the NBA and their G League auditions.
It is.
Yeah.
I think the number is up to. A few days ago, it was 35 players who would be playing in the Christmas games are in COVID protocols.
Great googly moogly. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, the amount of COVID affected players, not just in the NBA, but the NFL, the NHL. Sports has been really affected by Team Omicron. And so we got a lot of NBA and like stars, mid-level players, bench players. So what the NBA has done, they're pulling all these guys out of the G League, and it's kind of like a Christmas miracle for them, because a lot of these guys are lifetime just lifers, grinding away in the lower levels of basketball, and now they're getting a shot to play on the big stage. So that's kind of cool to see, even though the quality of the games might suffer just a tad, and like some of your favorite players will be on the sidelines. It's you know what, it'll still be fun if you're an NBA fan. If not, then just go about your business. Travis, let's jump into some trending topics.
That's what you having.
Every day, whether it's feast or famine, we go into the Twitterverse, the Twitter sphere. We see what's trending. We get into some trends. We check it out. We suss it out. We read about it. There you go. So let's look at some trending topics here. So we talked about a story yesterday, and we have an addendum to that story. So, a woman was solving a puzzle on Wheel of Fortune, and she solved the puzzle for all intents and purposes. She said the words that were on the thing in order. And then Pat Sajak said, "You paused for too long. You don't get the prize." The prize was an Audi. Pretty solid prize. That's like a luxury car. And that was her prize. Not one of those Price is Right Kias. No offense to anyone who drives a Kia. But like not a Ford Fiesta. Okay? Because like a lot of times on like The Price is Right or something, or like Let's Make a Deal, it's like a new car. And it's like the car isn't exactly baller. So the puzzle was, the phrase was choosing the right word. And this woman, she said, choosing the right word. And then the buzzer buzzed. And Pat Sajak pulled some like frickin' rule, some bylaw, which just seemed to be like his judgment call that, like, you didn't get it, kiddo. Too late. Sorry. Thanks for shopping. And that seemed arbitrary. It seemed like she solved the ding darn puzzle, Pat. Uh, Pat, I don't want to buy a vowel. I want y'all to buy a clue. I'm doing Dr. Phil talking to Pat Sajak. Listen, Pat, I'm not here to buy a vowel. This is if Hank Hill and Dr. Phil had a baby. Now listen, Pat. Okay. So she didn't get the Audi. Well, this just in and brought to my attention by the finest attorney in Omaha, Nebraska, or anywhere. Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Rob Schaefer. Yes, there we go. I caught Travis a little unawares with that one. Rob Schaefer said to us, he brought that to my attention on Twitter. Thank you, Rob. Audi, and we had posited this notion. Maybe it was Rob and or Travis that brought this up yesterday. Give this person the car. Audi USA stepping up with a holiday wish. You're a winner in our eyes, Charlene. Now let's get you a prize. Time to give her the Q3. So I guess they are, dear Audi. While you're at it, why don't you replace my defective A5 coupe that has an insane consumption issues? Google Audi oil consumption for anyone who cares. Ow! Like now they're coming from Audi. Audi tries to do one thing. Now everybody's coming out of the woodwork asking. You see, that's what you get. You give people. You do one nice. That's why we can't have nice things. We just knew this was going to happen. The gift or the people coming out of the woodwork, but the gift, yes. So very nice. You're a winner in our eyes, Charlene. Now let's get you a prize. Time to that. Very nice. So I hope maybe there's a follow up. Maybe we can get some pictures of her cruising around in her Audi Q3. And yes, no good deed goes unpunished. Well said, Rob. Well said, Rob. And is that a quote from Job? Is that a biblical quote? No good deed goes unpunished. But either way, that's a classic chestnut, and it absolutely fits on the Twitter timeline here. But very nice. Glad to see Audi stepping up. Otherwise, I'm a fan. We're fans of Pat Sajak here on Your Pal Hal. We went through his Twitter account, and the guy's got some decent perspective and some witticisms. And we enjoy Pat Sajak. All right, let's keep going through trending topics. And also trending. Okay, so I am under the impression, and you can let me know what you think if anybody has some thoughts on this. The term gaslighting. Stacy's in the house. What is up, Stacy? Aylin joining the stream. Thank you, Aylin. Great to have you here. The term gaslighting came into common parlance, it seemed, around the middle of the middle of the 2010s, especially in return. People were using it in terms of the Trump administration, and then different politicians, and then different news people going all revisionist history on facts or information and trying to make you believe something that isn't true by recounting events in a non-factual way. That's essentially gaslighting, and it came into became the term became in my lifetime. I don't know if I had heard the term gaslighting until the mid 2010s. So, cut to there's just an interesting article I saw trending about the new Aaron Sorkin movie starring Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem, Being the Ricardos. And they were talking about in the movie, and this article says in the movie, Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball uses the term, don't gaslight me, or you're gaslighting me. And then it was brought up by a journalist. Was it Roxane Gay? Do you want to pop up that article?
It was Roxane Gay in a tweet that
Yeah.
now has since been deleted, as far as I can see.
So I had heard this. So the derivation of the term, it comes from a 1950s or 1940s or 50s, I think 1940s movie called Gaslight, where a husband tries to manipulate his wife and tell her what did or didn't happen and change her, and basically gaslights her. And so was the term, did it become popularized back then? And kind of that's where we're at. So, and then Twitter, yeah, it was really kind of blew up discussing this topic. Let's take a look at this article if you don't mind, Travis. If you could make that a little bigger. Great. Biopic Being the Ricardos has sparked a conversation on Twitter after a line said by protagonist Nicole Kidman was deemed anachronistic. Directed by Aaron Sorkin, the drama focuses on the relationship between Lucille Ball, Kidman, and her co-star and eventually husband, Desi Arnaz, Javier Bardem. The film has recently come under fire again after being criticized for casting a Spaniard in a Cuban role and for not giving the role of Ball to Will and Grace star Deborah Messing, whose resemblance to the comedian is uncanny. There's another spelling error. I find there's so many spelling errors in the disposable world of online journalism these days. Sorry to be a grammar spelling um, you know harp on that. Like, I'm not talking about people's texts or an email. This is stuff that's going to that you're publishing. So maybe give it a second read. How about that, folks? Nicole Kidman, the Gaslight. If you want to scroll up, please. I want to scroll up. Oh, okay, there we go. In a since deleted tweet, writer Roxane Gay initially pointed out that Kidman's character, Lucille, telling Bardem's Arnaz not to gaslight her sounds off, as the term wasn't widely used in the 1950s, the time Sorkin's movie is mainly set. Gaslighting is the act of manipulating someone by psychological means, leading that person to doubt their own sanity. The term was used first in the 1944 psychological thriller Gaslight, starring Ingrid Bergman as a woman who is gaslighted by her husband. After Gay's tweet, Twitter embarked on a discussion about whether the term would have been used in the 1950s. Gaslight, the film starring Ingrid Bergman, came out in 1944, and the term became commonly used as a result. It was a popular book before the film. Okay. Gaslight, the film starring Ingrid Bergman, came out in 1944. The term became commonly used as a result. It was a popular book before the film. Someone pointed out in response to Gay's comment. Want to scroll up, please? The writer then reacted to the Twitter debate, calling it absurd While I've been sleeping, you guys have made a gaslight trend. This is absurd. You want me to say I'm wrong so you can put me in my place? That's fine. I'm wrong. You experts on I Love Lucy and gaslighting are right. Thanks for the education. Happy holidays and stay safe out there, Gay wrote. I don't know if she had the same the same attitude I just did while I read it. While the term originated in 1944 and is therefore plausible for it to be used in the 1950s, it seems like it has only been popularized more recently. The replies to this from people who know the 40s origin of the term, as I'm sure Roxanne does too, and are trying to argue that it was used in the vernacular back then like it is now, is a whole gaslighting inception. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Because I was alive for like a good 30 some odd years before that, before it was used. You know what I mean? Like before I'd ever heard it once. So, yeah. Travis, what do you got?
Someone needs to ask a grandpa. We just
Oh,
gotta find some grandparents and just figure it out.
should we ask Grandpa Eric?
I mean, if he's around, I don't know if you got him on speed dial.
Um, he's actually in the next room enjoying some Mariani almonds.
It's nice that you have him come over like that. It seems like he could use some company. That's
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me go grab him.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll take the reins. Anyways, while we go check in on Grandpa Eric and see if he knows what gaslighting is all about, or if he knows where it came from, or when. I didn't really have anything planned for the segment. This is sort of today's the on the fly show. We're really figuring this out like on the fly. That's the vibe that we didn't know there was a Christmas thing and we weren't doing a show. Oh, good. Grandpa Eric's here. I can stop this madness. All right. Well, please welcome back Grandpa Eric.
Well, hello. It's good to see everyone. Oh, young Travis. You keeping your nose clean?
Oh, you know it.
You don't do any of those hard drugs, do you?
No, just the soft stuff.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, don't do any of those. Don't sniff any of those powdered drugs. Those are the ones that go up your nose.
Right, I've heard. I promise I won't.
Don't even try to see what they smell like.
I wouldn't dare. I wasn't gonna do that. I'm not interested in the smell really. Grandpa Eric, we have a question. We have a really important thing to ask you.
Oh, well, lay it on me. I love giving advice and thoughts to the young folks.
So first off,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how old you are. Were you around in the 40s and the 50s?
Yeah, I was crawling around. I was running around in my short pants,
Okay, good. Okay, fantastic.
short pants and buckle shoes.
As was the garb of the time. That's nice. I'm glad that holds up. So in the 50s,
Yes.
did people go around using the word gaslighting in conversation like, "Oh, someone's been gaslighting me"? Does that ring a bell? Is that familiar?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, okay.
No one said that.
What? Hold on.
No.
Wait, so nobody said it.
No. But.
Okay.
But
All right.
I did. I did have an Uncle Claude.
All right.
My Uncle Claude, well, he would often, after a big meal, take one of the fireplace matches, a big old long wooden fireplace match, and put it behind his posterior, and then flatulate. He'd have flatulence. and it would
And he
blow so we'd call that lighting his flatulence on fire. Lighting his he would have gas, and he
and he
would light
light.
the gas. He would that was our gaslighting. Uncle Claude.
Okay. Okay, so for you, then gaslighting meant having gas and then
Yes,
using a match to light it on fire. That's
yes.
okay.
What's your question?
Oh, just if that was a thing. It came up in a movie. There's a whole thing on Twitter. It's just we're just, wanted to hear
Oh,
some firsthand reports about
are you staying off of those hard drugs?
yes, Grandpa Eric, I'm staying off the hard drugs. Don't worry.
All right, you be careful out there. All right, I gotta go. I can't let my blood sugar drop.
All right, let you get back to your almonds. Good to see you. Have a safe and happy holidays.
All right, be safe. Be safe. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, and
Bye.
one
Oh,
more thing.
yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
you could do worse than giving someone the gift of a banana for Christmas. Oh,
I think I just cut him off. Oh no. I think I just cut Grandpa Eric off twice. I've done that to my grandparents before. Um, well, okay. So I guess we're led to believe that in the movie, if that's true, when Nicole Kidman's Lucille Ball says, "Stop gaslighting me," she says to Javier Bardem, what she means is, "Please stop lighting your farts on fire at me." Hal's back. That's good.
oh, hey.
Hey,
What's going on?
did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I was standing right outside the room, enjoying some Mariani almonds. Mariani almonds, the unofficial official almond of the Your Pal Hal show. Did you? Grandpa Eric and I went shopping together, and we bought the same shirt.
Oh, I noticed that. That's really not. Again, it's really cool that you're taking them out.
He's
That's
kind of
nice.
like my Tuesdays with Maury. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like just an elder, wise, sage like.
I really
Yeah.
like the idea of introducing somebody as your Tuesdays with Maury.
He's my Tuesdays with Maury
Right.
right here on Your Pal Hal show. So glad we got a little bit of elucidation on the whole gaslighting situation. So there you have with definitive word. You know what? Roxanne Gay was right. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking away with. But she got bullied into deleting her tweet. So
Yeah. Which, yeah.
Travis, I can't believe we're burying the lead. Happy Festivus! Happy Festivus! It is Festivus for the rest of us, for everybody. Travis, let's get some Festivus news in here. Bring up the Festivus Wikipedia page.
Oh no.
Something. What's
You got it.
happening?
You got it. You got it. I was trying to
Listen,
make a Chiron on the fly, and I ended up switching the camera view. This whole thing.
Festivus! Oh boy, it is Festivus, Travis.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. God bless us, everyone. Merry Festivus to thee. All right, make that bigger so I can read it, please, Travis. All right, thank you. Festivus is a secular holiday celebrated on December 23rd as an alternative to the pressures and commercialism of the Christmas season. Originally created by author Daniel O'Keefe, Festivus entered popular culture when it was made the focus of a 1997 Seinfeld episode called The Strike, which O'Keefe's son Dan O'Keefe co-wrote. Wow, that is some real Festivus lore right there that I had no idea about. I am learning. Listen, you came here just to mess around. You're coming away learned. We're learning you. The non-commercial holiday celebration as depicted on Seinfeld occurs on December 23rd, today, Travis, and includes a Festivus dinner, an unadorned aluminum Festivus pole, Practices such as airing of grievances and feats of strength and the labeling of easily explainable events as Festivus miracles. I mean, the fact that Grandpa Eric could come in and explain gaslighting, that's a Festivus miracle.
It is.
The episode refers to it as Festivus for the rest of us. It has been described both as a parody holiday festival and as a form of playful consumer resistance. Yeah. Oh, let me just finish this last line.
Please.
Journalist Alan Salkin describes it as the perfect secular theme for an all-inclusive December gathering. Go ahead, Travis.
No,
Scroll up and go ahead. Scroll up and go ahead, please.
Like you, I had no idea that it wasn't just an invention of the Seinfeld writing staff. And
wait, say the name of the show again.
Seinfeld.
Okay, it's not Seinfeld.
My brain
Seinfeld.
Hit a speed bump.
That's okay. I heard you say that yesterday as well, or when we were talking.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
And just you know how like people have like just like an awareness, like gaydar is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Judar. Okay, and like when like I key in
martial
on that.
art.
Yeah, oh no, that's judo.
it's the. Never realized there was a W in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people misspell it. Okay. Let's take a look at the history. If you could make that a tad bigger.
Yes. Is there a way? I think I might be able to reformat this to be more vertical.
Eyes.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop you in. We're gonna go side by side.
Pop out. Pop in. We're popping off here. Oh, that's okay. Then you're gonna have to constantly scroll. Why don't you just make it big and put me down in the corner? This is, I think this is nightmarish. This is a nightmarish journey we're on right now. This is, oh God, and now it's just, I can't read this. Oh,
Wikipedia
Travis.
is not well formatted for this show. There's no way to.
Oh, Travis. But I was reading it before.
Yeah, but now it's much longer than it was for that part of the article.
Oh my gosh.
Like horizontally. This isn't well formatted.
All right, we don't need to read anymore. We know what it is. I just wanted to read the history of like when this guy Dan O'Keefe.
Oh, here, you want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead and read it to us.
Sure.
Thanks.
Festivus was conceived by author and editor Daniel O'Keefe, the father of TV writer Dan O'Keefe, and was celebrated by his family as early as 1966. While the Latin word Festivus means, quote, excellent, jovial, lively, and derives from festus, meaning, quote, joyous, holiday, feast day, Festivus in this sense was coined by the elder O'Keefe. According to him, the name, quote, just popped into my head. In the original O'Keefe tradition, the holiday would take place to celebrate the anniversary of Daniel O'Keefe's first date with his future wife, Deborah. That's nice. The phrase, quote, a Festivus for the rest of us, originally referred to those remaining after the death of Elder O'Keefe's mother, Jeanette, in 1976, i.e., quote, the rest of us are the living, as opposed to the dead. In 1982, Daniel O'Keefe wrote a book, Stolen Lightning, The Social Theory of Magic, that details with idiosyncratic ritual and its social significance, a theme relevant to Festivus tradition. It is now celebrated on December 23rd, as depicted in the Seinfeld episode written by the younger O'Keefe. Wow.
How did you? What's the name of the show?
Seinfeld.
Okay, just making sure. Sure. Travis, thank you. You're a great reader, Travis.
Thank you.
As says Stacy, one of the best readers. Stacy loves your reading.
I appreciate it. It's I sometimes fear that nobody can understand me ever.
No, you've got a nice calming tone. Also, Stacy has watched Jerry Seinfeld before. Very funny. It was very good. Stacy, I'm right there with you. I find myself agreeing with Stacy a lot, and she really. I'm a big Seinfeld fan, and as a matter of fact, I love falling asleep to Seinfeld.
Oh, pastime.
Like I will put it. I'll put the timer on the TV, and then I'll put on any episode. Oh, and Travis,
Yes.
you know what's let me here's something that's different about like this day and age we live in. There are so many shows, I binge a lot of shows. Did you know that, Travis? Because Travis produces, not only does he produce
Oh
the
yeah.
Your Pal Hal show, he produces my podcast that I co-host with the great Lon Harris, Binge Boys. Lon Harris, the most knowledgeable guy in streaming. And I watch a lot of shows. One thing I know just about, well, sitcoms, but not just sitcoms, but older sitcoms and older shows, you can just jump into any episode and you're good. Like, yeah, there'll be storyline, but you know what? You can just jump in and swim and enjoy. Whereas nowadays, it's like every show you've got, and like if you're not like you can never just jump in. It seems like there are less and less shows, like more shows, so many more shows now are designed for you to like watch sequentially, period. Travis, what do you think?
Yeah. Right now, one of my roommates is watching Frasier straight through.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she started though in like the middle of season 2, just like, and she cooks while it's on. She does all sorts of stuff, hardly pays attention to it. And I think largely gone are those days. The Big Bang Theory may have been the last vestige of the long-running sitcom that can just kind of
Yeah,
happen.
sure, sure. Rob Schaefer chiming in. Too much yelling on Seinfeld for me to fall asleep to. I
That's
normally go with Great British Baking Show or Top Chef or something like that.
There's a lot
You
of
know what?
yelling.
There's a lot of yelling, Jerry. You are in cahoots with my wife, Rob. I'm a noted wife guy. My wife prefers a little. She loves like a cooking show or like just like a DIY building show or something to like watch quietly as we fall asleep. But if I do watch Seinfeld, usually I'll turn the sound down pretty low, so it's kind of like, okay, I'm just kind of getting the vibe of the show as I go off to slumberland. But it is like, that's a good point. I do not listen to it at full volume. I will make that clear. Let me make that explicitly clear that I will not, I don't do not listen to the thing at like full George Costanza volume. Yeah.
I have a bit of breaking news.
Is it the Potter trial?
It's not the Potter trial.
Oh, okay. Give me that breaking news, and then we'll talk about the Potter trial.
Fantastic. So, for any of our listeners or anybody in the world who happens to stumble upon this, I guess anytime ever, if you live in an area that is adjacent or where an In-N-Out is available to you, I didn't know this, but my roommate one of my roommates just asked, does anyone want In-N-Out? And somebody said no. But today, if you ask for quote Christmas fries when you order, they'll just give you double the fries for free.
Oh, how sweet it is! Thank you, In-N-Out.
Yeah, my goodness.
Not bad, not bad. What do you what do you think of In-N-Out?
I love it.
What about the fries? In-N-Out fries or McDonald's fries?
As much as the idea of McDonald's fries is better to me, In-N-Out fries, I don't feel they're not quite as greased to me for some reason. I know they're cooked the exact same way, but yeah, In-N-Out.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably go McDonald's fries over In-N-Out fries, but yeah, because the In-N-Out have like the raw potato, but
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on those. Okay, so the Kim Potter trial. This was the police officer who met. So according to her, meant to pull her taser, scream taser, taser during a traffic stop, and then turned out she accidentally pulled her service weapon, her gun, and she ended up killing uh, an unarmed man, Dante Wright. And she was just found guilty of manslaughter. I mean, I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot, y'all, but I know that seems like the correct verdict on this trial. So, yeah, a terrible situation. There's no bringing back a young person who's who is taken, uh, unfortunately. But this is seemingly uh, a good thing. Yeah, just a 20-year-old unarmed man uh, shot at a traffic stop, and this every once in a while, a form of justice is served, and you see there are people celebrating outside uh, outside the court after the verdict. So there you go. Uh, Tough situation. Like there are no winners here. It's not going to bring a young man back to his family. And this woman. It seems like if you believe what she said. Uh, it was a complete and total mistake, but a horrific mistake, and the darkest, worst kind of mistake you could possibly make that took a life. So there you have that. The Kimberly Potter trial verdict is in, guilty of manslaughter. It is 11:53 in Southern California, the home office here of the Your Pal Hal show on Backchannel. I am Hal Rudnick. I'll be hanging out with you for just over an hour. Rob Schaefer chimes in on the Dante Wright trial. Attorney Rob Schaefer: this was the right outcome. It wasn't a murder. After watching the video, it was absolutely a mistake trying to subdue a suspect who was fighting the cops. Yeah, so there you go. It was a mistake, and no one is better for it. I mean, a terrible situation, but seemingly the right outcome. We are going to be with you till 4 p.m. on the East Coast, till 1 p.m. right here on the West Coast, and till 3 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Rob Schaefer. And I appreciate you hanging out with us. What you Stacy says, here's an idea for your cow house show. Uh, we could try a segment, my Chevys. My Chevys. So is that like my car?
I think there might be some misinterpretations. I'm imagining that's going to be our Christmas show, but I can't figure out what my Chevy's is.
Oh, for our Christmas show,
Yeah.
uh, uh a my Chevys, my hmm. Well, either way, I love hearing from Stacy, and listen, but I'm sad to tell you, I drive an Acura, not a Chevy. uh, So that was our Twitter deep dive into the Twitterverse. And oh, Rob. Listen, I wanted to hit the eggnog a little early, Rob. I was planning on drinking eggnog during our Christmas show. Maybe that could still happen. Maybe that'll still happen. TBD. So we did our Twitter deep dive into the Twitterverse, see what was trending. Now we are going to jump into we did our trending topics. Now we're going to go into our deep dive and talk about we're going to explore the hashtag Christmas wish. And by the way, if you want to comment on anything, like our friend Stacy, Rob Schaefer, and everybody else who hangs out with us and chit chats, you can talk to your smart device, use the magic word say, and then put in anything after that. So smart device say eggnog, 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 or smart device say we wish you a Merry Christmas, or smart device say Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Or you can communicate with us on YouTube, and or go to backchannel.tv and go ahead and leave us a review. Leave us a review of the program on backchannel.tv. And now we're going to dive into, here's what we're going to do, folks. Some people on Twitter are asking the Twitterverse for a Christmas wish. I will deem whether or not that wish, that Christmas wish, is worthy. Who elected me the judge of Christmas wishes? I did. Ha 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 ha. All right, Travis, let's see some of these Christmas wishes. First off, we have a Christmas wish to get a bunch of people to shut up. Can you scroll down? Let me just see who these people are. How to make Canada better, more enjoyable country by using duct tape. And I wonder if these are members of like Canadian Parliament or something. You know what? I don't know whether this is conservative or progressive or what, but if your Christmas wish is for less political bureaucracy and nonsense, I deem it worthy. Because listen, I live in the United States. Politics is wow. Check, please. But yeah, there we go. That one Christmas wish down, a handful more to go. Travis, would you kindly scroll? Can you make my Christmas wish come true? Wolf's Rescued Laboratory, Scarlet Beagle, please sign and share Peter Egan's Parliament petition to ban cruel and medically failed experiments on dogs and other animals. Oh, that breaks my heart. Yes, that is worthy. 2 worthy wishes. Keep going. Keep going. I love pups. Christmas wish winners. What do you want for Christmas? I want to make the wishes of 2 Vibra Africa users come true. Screenshot your Vibra wallet balance. I don't know what this is.
It's crypto stuff. We're moving on.
Unworthy! What did you ask for Santa this year? Christmas wish, Christmas gifts? You know what? That's just a question. They're doing the same thing I'm doing, essentially. Unworthy! Christmas is the time to make a wish. I have a gutter pigeon. I wish to learn enough ETH to own the complete gang one day. Is this an NFT, Travis?
Crypto NFT stuff.
Unworthy. Scroll. Travis, in this scenario, like, am I like Santa and you're my elf?
I would like that to be the case.
It is.
All right.
On this Christmas season, may the joy and happiness spread like the lights of a Christmas tree to you. Christmas wish. It's cute. It's worthy. It's cute. It's worthy. Although that cat looks a little pissed about being covered with those lights. Watching Cinderella again on BBC One and still gorgeous scenery, costumes, special effects, the right ending. Yep, you know what's coming. I need Siddharth forever on screen, but happy ending Christmas. Unworthy. You're just watching a program. Come on. Stray Rescue. Planning a quiet Christmas this year? Make it the most memorable, meaningful. Take home an orphan who wants we have dogs available. You're breaking my heart. It's worthy. It's worthy. Oh, look at that. Look at that cute pup. Oh, look at those eyes. That pupper is worthy. Continuing. May your Christmas wish from me to you peeps of Twitterville. Hope you all have a faboosh time over the festive period. All right. I mean, it's a little bit of an empty. You know what? We scrolled past the Oval Office. Dota's yeah. There's a new pup in the White House, and we love that. And if you can adopt, please try to help orphan shelter. But worthy. We love the pets. I'm a dog guy. Oh, more pets, worthy. Listen, you put a pet in your thing and you're going to get it's going to be worthy. It's going to be worthy. Oh, this is a sad one. Last Christmas, I literally wanted one thing. All I get is scam messages and a few rude ones. Dad's health is not good. Getting him, getting him a decent job to make money faster than he isn't trying isn't. Wait, to make money faster than he is trying is impossible. All right. Listen, these people are in sad shape. Worthy. 94 followers to 1,000. My Christmas wish. Get out of here. Not worthy. I giveth and taketh away. I am drunk on power, but not eggnog. Not eggnog. Travis, come on in. Have some fun here.
All right.
Tell me if one. Go read a couple. Tell us if you think it's worthy or not.
All right. From Missy, don't play that. At You Missed Me. It's almost Christmas. Peeps I care about are fighting. I miss the people that deactivated. I miss just having fun on Twitter. For the first time in a long time today, I'm laughing. That is my Christmas wish, that everyone be kinder and laugh. That and naughty cookie memes and gifts. All right, sure. Yeah. Why not?
You have to say whether it's worthy or unworthy.
Worthy.
Good. Keep
right,
going.
Cool.
Keep going.
Right. Auntie Ada, what do you want for Christmas? Bitcoin. Not worthy.
Not worthy.
Her Sport. Our wish for Christmas is to hit 10,000 followers. It would be amazing if you could help us achieve this. What is your whole bit? You don't have a bio. Empowering girls and women in voice and sport. You know what? Seems follower request usually not worthy, but this one I'm going to give it a worthy.
Worthy.
Baylor lost and oh my God. Baylor is having his first pup cup at Starbucks.
Baylor
looking for more friends, because aren't I just the cutest? Can you retweet and help me get to using dogs for clout? Unworthy.
Unworthy. All right.
Look at that guy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Keep going. One more.
One more? This one seems, yeah. Scott Mills, this is my Christmas wish for MS research. I'm supporting Miss Society UK's Stop MS appeal to help us get closer to a world where no one needs to worry about their MS getting worse. Please donate if you can. Very, very worthy.
Very worthy. So, Travis, there you have it. There you have it. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thank you. That was fun.
That was Hal and Travis deem Christmas wishes worthy and or unworthy. What is your Christmas wish? What would you like? And is it worthy or unworthy? You can let us know by talking to your smart device. Get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word say, and then drop in anything after that. Say, smart device, say, my Christmas wish is for world peace. Smart device, say, my Christmas wish is for a Tiffany's diamond tennis bracelet. Smart device, say, I want a PS5. Smart device, say, I want my dad to come back. He went out for cigarettes a long, long time ago and never came back.
You good?
I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
All right.
Let us know what your Christmas wish is, or you can tell us your Christmas wish in the chat on YouTube, or also my Christmas wish is for you to leave us a nice review at backchannel.tv. All right. Oh, Travis, we've got our special guest. Travis, come back in for a sec.
Yes.
We've got our special guest. So would you mind taking the reins for a moment here?
Of course. I'd love to
give everyone a little Festivus cheer while I go let our special guest in. Multiple guests today. We already had Grandpa Eric, and now we've got a big celebrity guest.
I can't wait. Oh, boy.
All right.
Who's it going to be?
I will be back.
Sounds good. Hey, everybody. Good to see you again. In the spirit of Festivus, I would like everyone to take a moment and air their grievances. Now, airing of the grievances is a very important tradition to me and my household. We do it every year, multiple times a year, basically every night whenever more than one person is in the kitchen. We just air the grievances. But today, you're legally allowed. It's Festivus, and airing of the grievances is a big part of that. Now, I'm going to switch it up for story time. Oh boy. Because that book is out of reach. What is in reach is Samuel Adler's The Study of Orchestration. Let's open up to a page here. This is marked by somebody else. This is Chapter 7, Individual Woodwinds. Each woodwind instrument has a distinctive sound, which makes it invaluable as a presenter of melodic material. In this role, each instrument exhibits a certain personality that, along with every segment of its range, has been typecast by many composers. Thus, parts that are assigned to woodwind instruments appear idiomatic to that instrument, and psychologically, as well as musically, could not be performed on any other instrument. You hear a flute, you know it's a flute, is basically. As any good orchestrator must do, we will keep in mind each instrument's unique personality as we examine each woodwind in turn. It is important to also concentrate on the role each wood instrument plays in an orchestral context. When we describe a certain register as weak, it does not mean that this register would be inappropriate for a solo passage or as part of a lighter texture, such as that of a woodwind quintet. Rather, we designate sections of an instrument's range as weak to caution composers or orchestrators not to cover the instrument with a lush orchestration, since it is physically impossible for the player to extract more volume out of the instrument in that register. Similarly, some extremely high registers are shrill, and in most cases, the performer can only play them extremely loudly. Too often, inexperienced orchestrators who ignore registral peculiarities of woodwind instruments blame the players if the results do not coincide with their intentions. You know, like when a director doesn't know how hard something is to do, and they blame the talent. To arm the reader, we will examine the range and registral characteristics of every major orchestral woodwind instrument in this and the following chapter. The flute. The flute is the only non-reed instrument in the woodwind choir, and though all other woodwind instruments exhibit great agility and sensitivity, none can equal the flute in these attributes. The flute family. We have here diagrams of the piccolo flute, the alto flute, the bass flute, which if anyone doesn't know that there was a bass flute, there is, and it looks like it's that big one on the bottom, bass flute. Oh, good, the guest is here. That was Chapter 7, Individual Woodwinds, from Samuel Adler's Study of Orchestration. Now, without further ado, it's time to introduce our most honored special guest, Batman.
Hello. Happy holidays from me, the Dark Knight, the Cape Crusader. I am the night. I am vengeance. I'm Batman. Happy holidays. Happy Festivus. Now, a lot of people are singing the praises of one red-suited individual. I have to fight every day people who are in funny costumes. Ha ha. Yeah. Well, I do not get the appreciation that I deserve. I'll just put that out there. I am not as universally loved by the citizens of Gotham as I should be. But there is someone who thinks his crap don't stink. And that person is Santa Claus. And I can't stand it. Yes, I can't stand it that Santa Claus is so universally loved and I'm a controversial figure. So I made a list and I checked it twice. This is my list of reasons why Santa Claus has it way easier than Batman. Oh, it's a walk in the park. It's a walk in the park for Santa. Here are some reasons why Santa has it easier than Batman. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's so cool with those shades. What are you going to go lay on a beach? After you worked your 1 day a year? Sorry to be a bit of a humbug, but I need to get something off my chest. All right. Why does Santa Claus have it easier than Batman? Santa Claus spies on everyone and breaks into your home, and he's beloved. Me, I fight crime, and I'm labeled a vigilante who beats up poor people. Not cool. Next reason, Santa has magic. His sleigh powered by magic. There's magic in his workshop. There's magic that speeds him all around the world on Christmas Eve. Meanwhile, I'm just a guy who had to train for years in a hellhole. I'm just a normal guy who trained to become a ninja and a detective. I don't have magic. Next, Santa Claus can eat everything he wants and become obese and he's still fine. Me, I have to stay in incredible shape. I'm on the Kumail Nanjiani diet. That's right. It's roast chicken breast, brown rice, and veggies every day. I got to train to stay in shape because I'm going 10 rounds every day. I got to be ready for the Riddler, the Penguin. Next, Santa's depicted with in many lighthearted, beloved movies. My parents were killed while leaving a movie. Yeah, he's got it a lot easier than me. Santa lives in the North Pole with cool animals like reindeer and penguins. Meanwhile, I know a guy named the Penguin who wants to murder me. Yeah, Santa's got it a little easier. Santa only has to exert himself 1 day a year. Me, I'm like a dancing monkey every time the bat signal comes on. I'm like, listen, you know what? Sometimes I want to kick back and binge watch a show on Netflix. Sometimes I want to kick back and watch Ted Lasso. And then it's like, oh, what's that bright light? It's the goddamn bat signal. Santa gives people toys. I give people massive head trauma. Santa's happily married to Mrs. Claus. I'm a confirmed bachelor with deep-seated dead parent issues. When it comes to plants, Santa gets kissed under the mistletoe. Meanwhile, I know a woman named Poison Ivy who wants to murder me. Santa eats candy canes. In a few years, I'll be walking with a cane due to hip dysplasia. So, those are a few reasons why Santa Claus has it way easier than Batman. This Christmas, stay out of trouble and do me a favor. Don't get dressed up as Santa Claus and try and pretend to climb into your home through a window or something, because there's a good chance I might see you and mistake you for a burglar or a criminal and really beat you to within an inch of your life. I've beaten up several Santas. Maybe it's just because Christmas was always a rough time because I didn't have my parents around. It was just a butler. Just this butler named Alfred giving me my Christmas cookies. I've said too much. I've said far too much. I must go. Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus. I am the knight.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you. I mean, Batman. Sorry, you said Santa so much I got confused. Batman seems like he's not doing so hot. I know that was the takeaway. He was here a couple days ago as well. Hope he makes it out of this slump. I don't know. It seems to be his vibe, though. Some people are just, they kind of wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and that's how they get through their day. Yeah. I wonder if Santa ever gives him. Maybe Santa doesn't give him anything. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's interesting to be sort of the outside party to all these interactions between these characters. Leaves a lot of room for thought. Anyways, while we wait for Hal to give me the signal, most professional flutes. Oh, Hal's back. Fantastic. Without further ado, your host, your Pal Hal.
What's going on, folks? That was Batman. Very depressed over the holidays. Yeah, as Travis was saying, I don't know. He's got a lot of issues, working through a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's a tough one. Tough one for the old Bat. Tough one for the Cape Crusader. But yeah, it's always glad to have just it's a good get. It's a big celebrity. Even if he just wants to like knock on your door and like drop in, like you're like you work at the comedy club and like Kevin Hart or Bill Burr or someone like comes in at like 10 o'clock at night in the middle of everybody's set, you make room. You make room for like an excellent drop in. All right. So Batman comes to my door and is like, Hal, I can't do a good Hal. I want to talk on your show to the people about what's on my mind this Christmas. You let him talk. It's the Cape Crusader. There's only one Batman. We're very, very lucky to have Batman, even if he's crippling depression over the holidays, which many of us do. Like it can be a tough season if you're alone, if you're away from your family. So glad to provide a little refuge for Batman. And maybe some people are connecting with what he's saying out there. This is your Pal Hal. It is 12:20. We're going to 1 p.m. here on the rainy Los Angeles today. It is raining. And people in Los Angeles, they don't know what to do when it's raining. And it is 3:20 on the East Coast. Will be here till 4 p.m. And it is 2:20 in Omaha, Nebraska, where we will be on until 3 p.m. Thank you for hanging out with us here on Backchannel. Again, you can join our show. You can participate in the conversation by going ahead and talking to your smart device, using the magic word say, and then dropping in whatever you want after that. Also, you can communicate with us on YouTube, join the chat, and you can go to backchannel.tv and leave a review of our show. So coming up here, we've got so much more holiday fun for you. Now let's jump into. I found this list, and people love Christmas music. I'll tell you what. My wife, who is out of town right now and left me to my own devices here on Christmas. But when she's a great cook, really enjoy her cooking. And not only that, during Christmas time when we're cooking together, or she's cooking, she'll put on Christmas music. We'll open a bottle of wine or something, and we'll enjoy a little Christmas cheer. And the Christmas music is great. Listen, I sometimes I get put off by Christmas music. It starts playing a little too early. Like if it's like the first day of November, I don't know. I'm more of like, all right, halfway through November, or definitely like Thanksgiving, bam, Christmas music. It is on. But that being said, my issues with it, we are in it. We are in the time of it. But is there bad Christmas music? This next thing I'm about to dive into is posits yes. Yes, there is. We are going to look at a list from Esquire magazine, the worst Christmas songs, the worst Christmas songs ever. All right. The 20 crappiest, so to speak, Christmas songs ever recorded. Here we go. Oh my goodness. They all that all that music royalty up there. Springsteen, Paul McCartney. Let's see what this list has in store for us. All right. Let's go to number 20. Number 20. Okay, here's something that I haven't heard of. It's from a group called Pentatonics. That's Christmas to Me. It takes a lot of work to sing harmonies this tight, but when the result sounds like frolicking band of cyborg carolers going door to door in the uncanny valley, it defeats the purpose. This song by Pentatonics, an a cappella group made up of Gap mannequins that come to life when the mall closes at night, has almost 18 million views on YouTube, which, judging by their lofty standards, is a disastrous failure. But considering it's the only original tune on their second album full of Christmas songs, it gets the nod here. Pentatonics. That's Christmas to me. You know what? Afterwards, I'm going to listen to all of these. Okay, this next one. This seems like a joke, but I guess it's real. Let's keep scrolling, please. John Denver, please, Daddy, don't get drunk on Christmas. Nothing says holiday cheer like a child pleading with his emotionally abusive alcoholic father not to get S-faced, and pass out under the tree again. While that's certainly fertile and appropriate territory for a country song the rest of the year, the contrast between the subject matter and the jaunty holiday arrangement here is enough to drive you to the bottle. Wow. Next. Is this real? Bon Jovi, Backdoor Santa. Also the name of probably several adult films. Backdoor Santa. Like Springsteen, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, this is another in the long line of lunch pail rockers putting on a hard hat and punching the clock at the Christmas Rock Factory tradition. A cover of Clarence Carter's 1968 recording, it also fits squarely into the horny for Christmas canon. Oh, baby, I'm so horny for Christmas. Aside from the truly dreadful riff that sounds like someone spilled eggnog on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra keyboard, it has very little to do thematically or lyrically with Christmas. All right? Very good. Wow. Christina Aguilera, Oh Holy Night. You know that One House on the Block covered every inch from foundation to chimney and garnish, glowing lights with animatronic Santas and reindeers running up the roof and the nativity scene to boot. This is less subtle than that. Wow. Amazing. Maroon 5. We've talked about him a little bit before. I'm not a huge Adam Levine fan, and nor Maroon 5. Happy Christmas. War is over. Despite what other lesser worst Christmas songs ever listicles might tell you, the John Lennon original is unassailable. But this may come as a shock to many of you. Adam Levine and company managed to derail Lennon's Christmas composition here with a plodding arrangement and a falsetto warble that drains this song of the remnants of any remnants of soul and poignancy. Yikes. Yeah, sounds pretty crappy. I believe it. Let's keep going. Duck the Halls. Wow. Oh, Travis, look who joined the chat. the Cyrillic alphabet rears its head again.
Opa.
Yeah, indeed. Das Vidanya. Duck the halls. Santa looked a lot like Daddy. From the questionable folks at Duck Dynasty comes Duck the halls, and the comment here: we had a good run, culturally speaking. Yeah, we might be at rock bottom with that. Great. Oh my God. So this is a classic that was introduced to me years ago, and it's kind of hard to believe. But it's like this is like the truth is stranger than fiction. The song is it's from a band called New Song, I guess, and the song is The Christmas Shoes. The Christmas Shoes. New Song isn't just this Christmas rock band's name. It's also something they probably want to put on their to-do schedule. This one is another maudlin, manipulative tearjerker about a young boy who's watching his mother on her deathbed. Yikes. He just wants to buy his mom a new pair of shoes for when she meets Jesus tonight. So his mom is dying, and he wants to give her shoes to wear. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what is Jesus going to judge your shoes? Like, first of all, the message is weird. He just wants her to look her best. And they say here, actually, I think it's getting a little dusty in here. This is the most loving thing I've ever heard. I take it all back. Oh, it's making me cry. It's like, all right, it's getting a little dusty in here. You know what? This song's okay. Yeah, Christmas Shoes is just such a weird emotional roller coaster of a song. A little dark and just very specific. Yeah, if you haven't heard Christmas Shoes, you gotta give it a listen. Gotta be heard to be believed. Let's keep going. Want to scroll? Joel Gray, I'm going to put some glue around the Christmas tree so Santa Claus will stick around all year. Definitely the longest title on the list. This song is about building a budding serial killer and torturer devising an elaborate saw-like trap for Santa Claus, who he plans to hold captive for the entire year. Creepy enough before you get to the fact that Gray was a grown man singing in the voice of a little boy by the time he recorded this one. Oh, that's great. That is great. Iggy Pop, White Christmas. Now, this sounds just rad. This sounds like really cool to me. I really like Iggy Pop. I like Iggy and the Stooges. I think Iggy Pop is an amazing force of nature when it comes to early punk rock, and I like his brand of music. In theory, this was supposed to coast by on the irony of a guy like Iggy Pop singing a delightful Christmas classic, but it's such a half-baked slapdash arrangement with Pop seeming like he recorded his vocal from inside a stocking, that it instead becomes across as macabre and not in a good way. I don't know. I want to give that one the benefit of the doubt. Set It Off. This Christmas, I'll burn it to the ground. What the hell? It's number 11. Wow. This Christmas, from one of those ubiquitous punk rock albums in which contemporary punk rock, emo, and metal bands are tasked with stunt covers, but surprisingly, the bulk of the album is pretty good. This one, on the other hand, is a cavalcade of raving carnival barker theatrical horrorcore that somehow comes off as both parody of the scene and the idea of Christmas itself. Okay. Interesting. Travis, come on in for a second.
Yeah.
Travis, we've got a half hour left. It's 12:31. Half hour left in our Christmas spectacular show. And figure you know what? The last half hour, why not? Let's open up a little bit of this Trader Joe's eggnog.
Oh yeah.
along the way.
Might as well. Sorry, plane.
This is an eggnog liqueur, and I think it's a twist off. Let's.
You're gonna
there,
drink straight liqueur?
Isn't? But people drink eggnog.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what? Should I put it in my coffee?
I think that might be the way to go. I would treat that more like a Bailey's or a Kahlua than I would a straight beverage itself. I mean, you absolutely.
All right, here we go. We're gonna try a little bit of this.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. First, let me just take a little nip of the old good stuff. Mm. Not bad.
Not bad?
Yes, sir.
Right on.
What do you got there? What do you got there, Travis?
Oh, I just got some coffee. I holiday cheered it up though. Occasionally in my coffee, I'll do some cinnamon and nutmeg and turmeric, just for some.
Oh, look at you.
Fun flavors.
Oh, look at you, Travis. All right. I need to. I don't have a stirrer here, so I guess I'll just use my trusty pencil.
There you go.
Or no, I want something plastic. I'll use this Sharpie.
Hey, all right.
All right.
Home office.
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Here's to you, my Trader Joe's eggnog and coffee.
Cheers, indeed.
Not bad. Not bad.
Right on. Glad to hear.
All right. Ooh, happy Festivus to the rest of us. I hope I don't have a headache later. Okay. Let's keep going.
Absolutely.
This is a this Christmas show just got lit. Am I right, Travis?
Heck yeah.
All right.
That's where it's at. Too far.
Number 10.
Too close.
Bruce Springsteen. Santa Claus is coming to town. Now I like this. I'm a sucker for this one.
Oops.
Why? Travis, do you not chime? Have you heard this cover?
No, I haven't. It's just oops in the fact of, I mean, it's Esquire magazine.
Yeah.
They're gonna tear down stuff just for the sake of tearing down stuff.
Oh yeah. So since it was written back in the 30s, this classic has been recorded by everyone from Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra to Miley Cyrus. But it's this sweaty dad ripping a hole in the ass pocket of his Levi's groaner that's somehow become the ubiquitous in recent years. Some artists have the ability to lose themselves in a cover, elevating the original to heretofore unheard heights, while others, like Springsteen, manage to make everything they ever do sound like the same hokey bar band shtick over and over. You know what? Listen, I respect the boss, all right? I have two credos, two mottos in life. Respect the boss, and Travis, you know the second one. It is don't hassle the Hoff. Never hassle the All right, keep scrolling.
Very reverent of you.
She and him, baby, it's cold outside. The problematic, baby, it's cold outside, okay? Because people say, baby, it's cold outside gets a little rapey. It's like, oh, I have to go. No, you can't leave. I'm stopping you from leaving my house is basically, and it is a little off-putting, but I think it wasn't meant in that spirit. I think it's more meant in like kind of a cat and mouse game. But yeah, it does. I see where people are coming from when they say it's like it plays a little problematic and so much. And then John Legend went and made a. Did a more cleaned up version, like "Let me call you an Uber, it's cold outside" or whatever.
Right.
And like they defanged it. They defanged "Baby, it's cold outside." So anyway, in our current era of wokeness, this is in all likelihood the most problematic Christmas song ever. Just what I was saying. Nothing sets the Christmas mood quite so steadily as a protracted date rape in action. Wow. And yet somehow we're treated to a new recording of this song nearly every year. There are many to choose from, but you won't do much worse than She and Him. Oh, is that what's her name? She and Him?
Zoe
Zoe
Deschanel.
Deschanel? Yeah.
Yes, correct. And
Which
that guy that I can't remember what
and
his
that
name
guy
is.
who, yeah, like it should just be called She, the band, first of all. Which inverts gender dynamics of the sake of being playful, which completely undermines the point of inverting gender dynamics. There you go. This next one, it has quite a title. Are you familiar with Tiny Tim?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tiny
yes.
Tim is kind of a phenomenon. He became like he's like a weirder Weird Al, I guess.
Yeah.
He does like covers and all sorts of stuff and originals, and he was a popular talk show guest and became like a curiosity
A big,
in
gigantic man with an extremely high voice.
yes. So he became a curiosity in the way, like, how would I describe it? Like kind of like Frank Zappa meets Pee Wee Herman, sort
That's
of.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tiny Tim had a song called Santa Claus Has Got the AIDS. Wow. Dark humor here. Okay. And they say, okay, wait, maybe the only less appropriate subject matter for a Christmas song than date rape is Santa Claus getting AIDS. That's the premise of this truly bizarre number from Tiny Tim, recorded in 1980. Wow. Um, Early, like in the AIDS crisis, uh, and this track from the 1970s TV staple, Tiny Tim, and the ukulele, he played the ukulele, wasn't released until almost a decade later, where it has haunted the dreams of everyone who has heard it since. There you go. Next, number 7 on the list. The Killers, Don't Shoot Me, Santa. Never mind the subject matter. A murderous boy pleading with Santa to not shoot him. This 2007 song would be harrowing enough for the jerky time changes and psychopath level spoken word sections. Yikes, that sounds so weird. Rob chimes in. It wasn't even AIDS in 1980. Wasn't it known as GERD back then? I mean, 1980 seems super early in the AIDS crisis to be calling it. Travis, are you looking it up?
Yeah.
I see Travis hard at work there. Are you able to shine any light on
Give me a
what
sec
we were
here.
calling this horrific disease? By the way,
1981.
1981. So interesting. Rob Schaefer, good call. Yeah, says what kind of what really crystallizing the thought here that it might be too early. So thank you, Rob. And so number 6 on the list. This Band-Aid song. So they're trying to raise awareness for the food crisis, and this was a group of stars who got together, just like We Are the World. You know that song, We Are the World, Travis?
Yes, I do.
Yep. And that, like, so where a bunch of stars get together and sing on behalf of a cause. This was Band-Aid. Do They Know It's Christmas? And they write about it here. Oh wow, Rob says number 6 could be the worst song of all time. Yeah, it's pretty bad, and I think it's kind of like, racially, it just like kind of weird as well, considering how Ethiopia has been a Christian nation for something like 1,500 years. Yeah, and a majority of its population identified as such when the benefit song was written in 1984. I think it's safe to say they do, in fact, know it's Christmas. As much as it pains me to say anything critical of Phil Collins and Duran Duran, this track is an example of how nostalgia is dangerous. Yeah, it's like, do they know it's Christmas time in Africa? Yeah, there are Christian people there. Yeah, Pretty bad. Has not aged well. Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Oh, that like I'm just like get shivers just the look at the can we see that picture of the Biebs again? I don't look at that vacant stare. I don't know. All right. So what do they say about this song? Jingle bells, a jaunty island vibe, and Bieber pledging to be under the mistletoe with his shorty. What could go wrong? Yeah, I'm not with it. Not with it. Pussycat Dolls, Santa Baby. Oh my God. Uh, While it's hard to find much fault with the Eartha Kitt original, yes, Eartha Kitt can do no wrong. She's a goddess who walked among us. Catwoman, Goldfinger, or not Goldfinger. What she's got a lot more songs. Goldfinger's Shirley Bassey. But yeah, if there's one thing this already thirsty song needed to push it over the edge, it was about 5,000% less subtlety, a few stripper poles, and Carmen Electra gyrating in thigh-high stockings to really sell the spirit of the holiday season. Yep. Christmas in a strip club. Pussycat Dolls, Santa Baby. Keep going. Number 3. The Jackson 5, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Surprisingly, Santa Baby isn't the only entry into the venerable old horny for Santa canon. I love that, horny for Santa. This is another that's been recorded many times over the years, but the idea of a 5-year-old Michael Jackson singing this one only heightens the weirdness level. Yes. There's nothing that says Christmas quite like the thought of a voyeuristic child watching his father get cuckolded by a man who snuck into your house in the middle of the night. Rob says, I object, Your Honor. What? Number 3 is great. I mean, here's the thing. Undeniable. Like, you could say a lot of things about Michael Jackson and all of the crazy allegations against him, which I find hard to not believe. I saw that Finding or Leaving Neverland documentary, and it was tough stuff to watch. But you can't argue with the fact the kid has a great voice. So, yeah, it's a trade-off there. I think, you know what? It may, if you bring your Michael Jackson drama and baggage to the song, then that's going to color it a certain way. But if you just take it at face value, the kid sings like an angel. Kid's got the voice of an angel. Travis, thoughts?
Sorry, I muted myself because of planes. Yeah, it's, he's a kid. It's fine. Just let him. At a certain point, this article becomes, all right, you're just being, we get it. The tone is to be snarky, but that's fine. Yeah, he was a kid. It's not. Yeah, I got to side. Yeah, I got to side with Rob Schaefer on this. There's a lot more crappier junk on this list. Yeah. Whoa, TJ Hooker joined the stream. TJ, thanks for hanging out with us. And I love that reference. I love that TJ Hooker reference. Do you know who TJ Hooker is, Travis? The name's right there. It's just out of my reach of what that is.
TJ Hooker is a TV cop played by William Shatner.
That's
in
right.
the early 80s.
That's right.
All right, let's see what number 2 is. On the worst Christmas songs. Lady Gaga, Christmas Tree. Okay, and what they say about this. Hear me out. What if we jammed as many iconic Christmas melodies as possible into one bloodless slog of an undanceable dance track in which Lady Gaga alludes to her vagina as a delicious Christmas tree? Wow. You know what? When you put it that way, that sounds pretty tough. Pretty tough to get through. Now, here we go. This list, the further that sounds like a weird mishmash right there. So I'll buy that. Okay, now this list is getting weird. Number 1, I don't know what the issue with number 1 is. Let's take a look. Paul McCartney and Wings, Wonderful Christmas Time. That's like another staple. That's another holiday staple, right? This is the Beatles of terrible Christmas songs. It has long been a middle-aged man and the new. It has. It's a love song between a middle-aged man and the new Casio keyboard he got in his stocking. A song whose awesome black hole of musicality is almost powerful enough to suck the life out of everything McCartney did before. Wow.
There's something really particularly funny about this to me, in that in this description they reference a Casio keyboard as like the instrument that would have been used.
Yes.
But what happened was Yamaha, the company, sent Paul McCartney a Yamaha CS80 synthesizer, which was an absolute feat of engineering. Here's Paul McCartney seen using a Yamaha CS80.
That's not Paul McCartney. Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's got a mustache. 1980. Yep.
Zoom in.
That's as much as I got. Hold on, let me find it. That's Paul. That's Paul with the CS80.
What?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it, pal.
In the process of tracking Wonderful Christmas Time. Now
Yes.
this is also the instrument. Yamaha was like, yeah, let's send this to hold on, I'm giving context in reverse order. This was also the instrument used by notable composers such as Vangelis to compose the score to Blade Runner.
Oh, yes.
This is the Blade Runner
Legendary.
synth. Yeah. So Yamaha goes, I know, let's send the Blade Runner synth to Paul McCartney. That'll be wild. I wonder what he'll do. He did a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? The more I look at him, I can see that is Sir Paul.
Yeah.
Good call, Travis. Good call, Travis. Thank you for putting up with my doubting Thomases.
That's all right.
So thank you. I appreciate that backstory. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think that song's that bad. I've never listened to it and been like, what?
No, it's fine.
So Esquire, you had me, then you lost me on your list. Rob Schaefer, he's no stranger to TJ Hooker. Shouting out Adrian Zmed, Heather Locklear, and Hal Williams. Very nice. You know what, folks? It is 12:49. I am drinking. I am celebrating with some Trader Joe's eggnog in my coffee. We're having a hell of a good time. Thank you for spending Christmas with us. We won't on this Christmas show on the 23rd of December. We won't be with you tomorrow. We will be back on Monday, the 27th at 11 a.m. 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska. And this has been quite a good time. Travis, Jess, Santa Claus for anything this year?
Nah. I took it in my own hands. I'm gonna hold down the fort on my own. Santa can have the year off for me.
Very nice, very nice. I asked Santa to help all those dogs that we saw
nice.
on Twitter. And real quick, I'm not going to do like a crazy deep dive into it, but I had mentioned earlier that I watched the new Matrix movie.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And let's talk about it. I enjoyed it, and I also thought there were some real facepalm moments.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Coming straight off of the heels of the Hawkeye finale, I was the exact right person to watch the Matrix Resurrections after being disappointed by like an entry into a long-standing franchise.
So you were disappointed by the Hawkeye finale?
I was, and then to see a movie that
I'm not caught up. So
to see a movie that takes the first third, just taking the concept of large franchise entries and sort of how corporate greed has intersected with media and just hold it up there to the light. I was like, this is good. This is the right movie for me to watch right now.
I dug that too. You know what I didn't like, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything here. There were all these robotic creatures.
Yeah, weird.
I hated that. It felt like a different movie.
Yeah.
It felt like did they? Have you seen Revolutions and Reloaded? And
not in so long.
But they have those weird mechanical creatures?
Yeah, that's in the first Matrix as well. Those are sort of the antagonist of the Matrix, theoretically, the machines.
Oh,
that's their Terminator.
I must be so removed from it, but
you know
I didn't like them at all. I thought like these weird sentient machine creature things.
Yeah.
Also, I hated Jada Pinkett Smith's old makeup. It was weird looking.
Pretty bad. Yeah, all those things are true. That said, I really appreciate the amount of color that was in this. I appreciate their lampooned version of San Francisco. Regardless of its content, all the critique really hit home for me, and I was thoroughly pleased with that movie.
I enjoyed it. I thought there was a little silliness. The ending, the last shot. Do you remember that? I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit like, yay.
Yeah. And I wonder if that was meant as a snarky yay from Lana Wachowski.
Maybe. But worth checking out. Overall, worth checking out. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Travis, for filling us in there. And good to talk to you. But yeah, I think bottom line from both Travis and myself, check it out. Check out the new Matrix. It's fun.
Did you watch it at home? I watched it at home. I'm not sure if you've.
Yeah, I watched it at home. Yeah.
I'm happy I did that.
Yeah. So it takes us to our final segment of the show. We've done a lot of stuff today. We had a great Christmas time. We've had such a lovely, in the words of Paul McCartney, a wonderful Christmas time. And now it's time for rejected segments. These every show, there's something that may or may not won't make it into the show, and for good reason. Today's rejected segment is called 10 Minutes of Hal Doing Little Drummer Boy. 10 minutes of Hal doing little Drummer Boy. And even though I have a gorgeous singing voice and my rhythm is impeccable, we don't want 10 minutes of rum, pum, 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 pa, rum, pum, 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 rum, pum, 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 pa, rum, pum, 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 pa, rum, pum, 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 pa, rum, pum, pum, pum. Pum 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 prum pum pum pum. Hold on one second, Travis.
Yeah.
I just started doing.
Yeah.
I feel like I was saying what we wouldn't do.
Yep.
And then I wanted to give them an idea, just make it explicitly clear. And then I just started doing the GD thing. You gotta, you know what? Next time, I don't know. We need to build in a fail-safe device where it's like, because I feel like I might have done this before.
Yep.
Where I talk about the thing that we're not going to do, and then I do the thing, the rejected segment.
Yeah.
We'll huddle up about it in offline.
Whoa.
Folks,
breaking news.
Yes. Michael Keaton joining Batgirl. Yes. I saw this either last night or yesterday.
New Keaton, Batman Keaton.
In Batgirl.
Yeah.
And is this the movie or the TV show?
The HBO Max.
And the Batgirl movie.
Movie.
Wow.
Huh.
Very exciting. Good thing, because we love all things Batman here, Travis.
Of course.
Heck yeah. Thank you for that. And Travis, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Thank you for really getting the job done and just being a great collaborator and producer over the course of the show. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate all of your work on this and Binge Boys. Pleasure to know you and great to work with you.
Thank you very much.
And pleasure to know you and talk to everyone here on Backchannel. All the folks hanging with us. Rob Schaefer in Omaha, Nebraska. Doggone it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, good sir. I really appreciate you coming along for the ride with us. Everybody else, from Stacy and TJ Hooker and everyone who has hung out with us, have a great weekend. Happy holidays. Enjoy your Christmas. Hope it is safe. Thank you to all the folks at Backchannel. And Mom, I love you if you're watching. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and wishing you safe and speedy recovery. And again, Travis, thank you for making the show run here. And we will all see you back Monday, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Bye-bye, everybody.